Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse. I'm back.
I
Made it.
think they miss one of the greatest comments, and it didn't come out of my mouth. It came out of your mouth. You know what you said?
No, what did I say?
I don't think I know how to start the show. After all these,
I mean, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been on here.
Dude.
See, even my camera's all jacked up. All that kind of good stuff.
3 years, and I'd have to go to the YouTube, look at the YouTube. What are we like? 200 and some odd,
218 shows.
18 shows. You forgot. Shit.
How to hit the go button.
Yeah.
You know, the one that says go live. That now says in stream. That's Molson's favorite button. We have a great show tonight. I think the rest of the guys are going to show up. Net Commander Steve just hopped off to run his, it's not the YL Systems net, but it's something close. Maybe it's the Goose Creek YL Systems net. I'm not sure. We'll ask him when he gets here what kind of net it is. But thank you guys for being here, all 62 of you. Thanks for the ones in green who are supporting us every month with your donation. We appreciate that. And I noticed when I was compiling the new list, we have lots of people that are members for like 30 months.
Excellent.
Like Arthur Heron here, member for 30 months. Thanks, HRC, for the laughs and the Ham Radio Talk. We're going to talk Ham Radio tonight. Oddly enough,
we are.
The title of the show was not clickbait. Well, I mean, it kind of was clickbait, but it's not totally clickbait. So, looking forward to it. But anyway, all of you guys in green, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it. Izzo, how you been? What you smoking tonight?
We are smoking. Let's see. Can you guys?
I see skulls. Do I need to embiggen you? I can embiggen you.
There it is.
I have the power to do that. Let's embiggen you. There we go.
So this is from the Black Label Trading Company. I believe it's the parent corp is Ovejo.
Thank you, Cooley.
I'm so embarrassed, but there's like 3 cigar groups in. They're down in Nicaraguan. It's a nice Nicaraguan. Again, check them out. It's part of. This is the Last Rites. I really like this smoke, man. This is a really, really nice smoke. So. I think I might be a little choppy, and I'm frustrated.
You sound good on my end.
All right, okay, good. Let's see. I was off today, off tomorrow. They could not play POTA because the band conditions were just.
The son must have had diarrhea. I think.
I am
because
serious.
There's been like this CME.
Who is she? Mad? If she's mad at me. I didn't do it. Okay?
Someone must have flung some of those Harborough gummy bears, the sugar-free gummy bears that causes mass explosions from the tailpipe. They must have sent some to the sun because holy cow, has it been noisy?
It's been crazy, and I even heard some stuff on 6 meters today, so you could tell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I tried. I threw my call out on sideband, threw my call on 52.525. No one came back, but it was still fun to kind of listen a little bit. I did make some contacts on 20 meters. As a hunter here at the house, I just stayed home. I washed the truck. I waxed it. I gave it a good job. I gave it a good waxing. Nice detailing. Well,
I gotta make a note of that.
What? Why can't a man say that? I waxed on
it. Wax job. He's good for it now.
I waxed on and I waxed off all day. I mean, what man can't say that?
See, Doc's got it. Doc says the sun has been farting solar flares. Yes, they've been popping off over there.
Yes, Doc, you're absolutely right.
So it just shows you. Just to show you, the sun's not done yet. We're not starting down in that cycle. We're still charging. It just had to take a little nap to get a little sleepy time.
I want to give a shout out to Jason. Bill, Kyle, and I forget the other guy's name.
Oh, those guys.
They ran on Jason's other channel after his show on Sunday night.
His overlanding channel.
Yeah, they were doing a talk around or around the fire.
Round table.
The round table. Yeah. Guys, you got to check this. You got to check this channel out. And Kyle and everyone brought up some excellent points because there's so much to take away. I'm not an RVer. I wish I could be. It's not going to happen in my lifetime, unfortunately. But there's still a lot of takeaway from this show because they were talking about internet services when you're on the road.
Mm-hmm.
It really gives you a perspective that if you want to do a backup system for your house, if you go on a lot of vacation stays or whatever, you want to make sure you have. There was so I want to thank Jason, Kyle, um, and the other two guys because they were just
You
absolutely.
had Bill on there too, I think.
Yeah, Bill, and you know something, we got to get him onto this show.
Bill's good people. We've got to hang out a few times.
Oh yeah, that goes without saying. I think.
Yeah.
I know. Did he have a cigar with you? Was he smoking cigars?
I don't think so. I could have been mistaken because this has like been when we were up at Yellowstone.
I got to reach out to Bill. I got to get him on the show because, and I know he has a busy schedule. We'll make it work. But I think he has an interesting perspective. He brings something new to the table. There's something that and this is what I like about a lot of the newer YouTubers who have come in over the years. They're not duplicating everything that they've already seen. They're just doing their own. And just when you think there's, we've seen it 50 ways, they're now bringing in 51, 52 different perspectives or what they're doing with it. And I really enjoy that show. I really, really enjoy it show. So anyway.
Evening, fellas.
Oh, hi, Steve.
Steve
that must have been so we've been going for 8 minutes and you dropped out like 30 seconds before I hit the go button to do a net. That has got to be the shortest net in history.
I had 9 check-ins. It's not even a POTA activation. And that's counting myself.
Yeah, you can't count yourself.
So 8 check-ins.
Net control can't check into himself.
No.
Right. Wow.
What net is it? We were trying to figure out what it was, but we didn't know if it was the South Carolina YL Systems net or what was it?
It's my local club's Tuesday evening VHF UHF net on local repeaters.
Gotcha.
One of our channel members actually checks in, but he's local to me. Actually, I think 2 of them. See if Jeff's in here. I know Chris is in here, but
oh wow.
Hey Shane, before I forget, I want to give another quick shout out. So last Friday night.
Thanks, Abe.
Oh, thanks, Abe.
Appreciate the support.
Yeah, and this is the night we're going to talk radio.
Of all nights to show up.
So listen, last Friday, and this is another. So we had a fun happy hour. The Northeast group had a fun happy hour. I think we went 3 hours and X amount of minutes on Friday night.
So do you have to be in the Northeast to get an invitation to join the Northeast happy hour?
No.
Because I ain't got a link. I checked the mail. I ain't got a postcard. I ain't got a DM.
Hey,
is there way drop the link?
Checks in the mail. Checks in the mail.
I guess so.
First off, they're not using StreamYard. So within 15 seconds, you figure it out.
Restream.
Yeah. I forgot what they were using, but what a fun freaking time I had. I said I swear to God, I said I'm just gonna show up, sit in the back room, just smoke my cigar and have a good time and just shut up. These guys bring out the best of me, just like you guys. We saw, like I said, 3 hours long, and we talked about so many. What?
3 hour tour.
The best of Izzo.
Wow.
No. You guys bring out the best of me, but they bring out another best of me. Okay. But it was, again, fun show. So a fun happy hour, and I wanted to thank them. And it's always fun. All this time, I'm looking on. One of the guys on there was Tortoise Overland, and I didn't know it was Mike Tortoise. And we're talking, and they were like, they couldn't hold it in. They're like, Don, he's like right next to you there on the screen. I'm like, no.
That's good. That's fine. It's not like everybody knows everybody around here.
Yeah.
Speaking of, hi, Joe Britt.
Hey, fellas.
How are you, man? Looks like you just woke up from a nap.
No, man, it's been a rough day, dude.
Okay.
I'm over here in Alabama for a couple of weeks. I'm looking for an ATOS and UPS driver.
I was gonna say, you tracking down a antenna tower or something?
He's serious, isn't he? He's serious now. That bloodhound brother of ours is serious.
It had an air tag in it. And he's like, I got it.
I got it now. You can hide. Listen,
It's
while
in
he's
Memphis.
doing that, we got to give some quick shout outs.
It's close.
What's that, like
See
the warehouse?
that, Alabama? There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you at? Birmingham?
Just outside it.
Pretty close.
Hanover.
Yeah.
Can you go to the warehouse, knock on the door? Hey, this is who I am. That package is for me. Can I have it, please?
Yes.
If you were in Mississippi, maybe.
I'm just sneaking up on. I'm just following all the UPS trucks I can find. See what.
You might go just check Jim's truck. He might have sent an empty box, and they were just like, "This ain't an antenna."
Riding up and down the roads looking for a 4-foot long box in the ditch or something.
Mm-hmm.
Every delivery driver's scared right now. You know that. They're
right next to all those ballots.
They're afraid to leave the depot. They're afraid to
he
leave.
He showed up in Alabama. I'm here next week too.
And next week he's bringing the drone.
There you go.
Start that aerial surveillance. Hey, listen, guys. I don't want to bring the show down, so let's just get it. Let's just take care of the big elephant in the room. Loretta Swift passed away. She was one of she played an incredible role on Loretta. You never watched MASH?
Hot Lips for MASH.
Oh, Hot Lips, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she passed. Yeah, she was an incredible actress. Yeah. And so many others this year have also crossed over and everything. So, but man, hats off to Hot Lips and everything.
And I lost a brother of mine either Monday night or Tuesday to
I
cancer,
saw that, man. I saw that. I'm here. I'm sorry that you
So, Crown Royal for him tonight.
Absolutely.
And glass of Crown Royal.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's going to be slurring by the end of the night.
It's
going to be the Steve's time for that episode.
Yeah. Somebody from King of the Hill.
John Redcorn.
John.
The voiceover. What did he do?
He was the Indian guy.
The Indian guy. Okay, I was trying to figure it out, and I didn't dig deep.
Shot in San Antonio.
Yeah. So. Anyway.
But
I hate it when I leave my alerts on for this other messaging app, and it goes off in the middle of the stream.
I think I know which messaging app that is.
Hey, I had to cut Carlos's video short earlier. Did anybody say Ham Radio Clubhouse was their favorite?
I gotta catch it on replay.
Okay. Chat probably tell it.
Probably not because we weren't there.
They're like, who?
Exactly.
Well, Carlos is in. Carlos just popped. There he is. Yes, Carlos. We will get to step IR.
You got one vote, Carlos says.
One vote. And
hey, that's all
who did it. Mr. Quirky QRP.
Thank you. Quirky.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thanks, James.
Now we just got to figure out Ham Radio Clubhouse pillows.
No.
Why?
No, because Frank's already done them. We're not going to redo them.
But see, I need some pillows.
We do something
on the
different.
Couch.
Well, you can go to Wayfair and order you some.
No.
Or do you take radio
we
pillow?
already did that. Listen, we bought this beautiful sectional couch, the pillows, family is everything, all this other appropriate stuff.
When she goes, pillow?
When she goes to work, I want to bring in all the new pillows. And when she comes home, she's going to see the Tank pillow, the U2 pillow, the HT pillow, and I want to see a Clubhouse pillow. Or else I'm going to take my Clubhouse shirt and put it over a pillow.
There you go. Just make that into.
Why don't we do a pillow?
Because Frank already did it.
Frank's done it already.
But
then we'll be copying Frank.
No, we're not copying Frank.
No, if we have to do original things, which is why we did these really quick.
Well, what if somebody on Tuesday nights? Whoa!
Oh, hello,
Mr. SKT.
Thank you, Don.
Whoa, Don.
Thank you, Don.
Wow, Shane's here. Maybe a bit of money in the kitty, and he'll come back again sometime this month. Thank you, Don.
Well,
Don, he's just going to give it away.
Here's the thing. Our supporters are sitting. They're sitting there. Key word. They're sitting there supporting. Maybe they want to have a nice pillow, maybe behind their back, a little lumbar support. Especially when we get all long-winded. Put something on the arm. Put something in the back of the neck. And wouldn't it be nice if they have a Clubhouse pillow?
Well, I was going to say, I think chat's spoken.
Oh, look at this. And Julie, no, it's not going to come in pink, Julie. We love you, but we're not going to go there.
We did our pink hat.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Have we seen that? Have we seen that in the wild yet? Have we seen a POTA video with that new hat on?
I believe
haven't
we
seen
have.
that. I haven't seen it yet. Somebody need to put a link in there, otherwise I missed it.
All right, like
you can't miss that hat.
One color, one size. That's it. We're not gonna. This is not the car dealership.
Super Jumbo.
And he's gonna design it.
Why? We're gonna just take the logo or something.
No, it has to be a special pillow.
Okay, well, if it's gonna
microphone
be
with headphones on it.
No. All right, James Quirky.
Scott.
All right, James Quirky QRP. I know he could design, so he's good at designing. You know how to get.
I have a couple of shirts as proof.
Things that we've said that should have never been put on a shirt.
Exactly. So I want to say, I didn't know I could create a meme out of this. Anyway, sorry. So last week, the reason I was not here, we had a hot air balloon pilot from, I believe it's Missouri, and there's not very many hot air balloon pilots up there, not less any commercial pilots who can do flight reviews. So the weather happened to work out. He was here in town, and I said, "Well, I got you taken care of." So I took him flying. I didn't take him flying. He flew with me, and we got his flight review taken out.
Oh, nice.
So that's done. Yeah. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, what was the story about the drone and the balloon? Or can you not talk about that?
Drone and the balloon?
Yeah, the balloon that got the video of the drone coming too close.
Oh, I haven't seen the video yet because I know it was the feds have it, and I don't know if it's been publicly released yet. But instead, so that we're not vague booking, there was a pilot in Arizona who was flying along, and one of the new Amazon drones came within 15 feet of his hot air balloon, traveling 70 miles an hour.
Oh.
And the drone is supposed to have like a camera so it can see and avoid. It's supposed to steer. It's supposed to do all that. And it thought 15 feet was avoiding. So that was considered a near miss.
I wonder if it had an ATOS on it.
He was making a mad dash away from Mississippi. So, but yeah, the discussion that's been going on would have been, had it struck any part of the main structure of the balloon, it probably would have sent the pilot and all of their passengers to the ground. So,
oof.
Yep.
Yeah. No bueno.
Ape, yes. Ape says, does flying a balloon make you a pilot? Yes, it does.
You gotta have a license for that, son.
You do have to have a certificate. It's an additional rating that's added on to my existing certificate. And I will say, of all the things that I've flown, and I've flown things from business jets all the way up to Cessnas, and I will say that the balloon is more difficult because it's such a finite machine to fly. And everyone says, well, you're just adding hot air. That's the case, but to get it to go where you want it to go, when you want it to go there is.
Yep.
But it's not a license. It's a certificate. Because you can't revoke a license, but you can revoke a certificate.
Really? Because
that's why it's called that.
South Carolina would beg to differ. They revoke
they can take away.
All the time.
They can take away your license for other things, but the FAA, I believe, cannot. It's certificate action. It's not licensing. Right. It's the reason why they delineated that. So,
certificate.
Yes, you're a certificated pilot. Kind of like sophisticated, but that's an ism.
So that's
certifiable.
That's right.
Something.
But that's so you have your, was it your 107 with endorsement, correct?
I have my private pilot certificate, and I have ratings on top of that. So I have a lighter than air rating, and I have a instrument rating. And so it's a different category and class. But now I have a commercial. So my certificate actually says commercial on it. And then on the back, it says private pilot, single engine airplane, commercial pilot, LTA with airborne heater. So I can't fly gas balloons yet. It's coming. Be kind of fun.
Well, they have a gas balloon?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was not
aware.
Yeah,
so they're the transatlantic balloons that you see in the big, huge balloon races. Those are all done with gas balloons. So they're full of hydrogen.
Hydrogen. Oh.
Yep.
Ooh.
And then
from Hindenburg.
And then
I was just going to say, wasn't there a famous one
right now?
I was going to say, and what certificate do you need to fly for Goodyear?
You have to have an airship rating.
I mean, you get to drive one of them blimps.
I don't have the airship rating yet. I want to.
Yes.
And a friend of mine in Paris, Texas, just bought an airship. So,
okay,
to be continued.
I'm going to give you my 2 cents on this airship.
Okay.
The airship is good. Don't get me wrong. You look up in the air and you're like, oh my God,
The thing's huge.
It's huge. Okay.
It's fast too.
But it's like a NASCAR thing up in the air. It's only going around in left turns while you're watching the Super.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
They fly that all over the country.
Go watch Cletus McFarland's latest video.
Oh yeah, they got
latest.
to go play with it. That's really cool.
He got to fly it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They let him fly.
Okay, but what about the guys who are contracted to do like a football game, the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Flying circles.
That's all they're doing. You're flying in circles, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know how hard that is?
It probably is hard. It's probably harder.
It's tiring.
Especially
Because you're having to stay in this tight little area, and you got drones all over you, and
the only thing harder is for me to sit here and not say nothing. Okay, that's I get it.
You can't see the race for crap way up there.
Yeah.
Right. You can't watch the game because you're too far away.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get the best seat, but you can't see shit.
So no disrespect to them, but again, I guess for anything wide, venturous, go for it, man. I'm sure that's got to be some serious stuff. And
I'm sure they get some serious dough.
Oh yeah.
Well, do they? Because in high school, my guidance counselor didn't say, "Do you want to drive an airship?"
No, they're not going to tell you about that.
Well, they should have.
This is for those. That. This is for those that say you can't steer a hot air balloon.
What's the red?
That's where I was the highest.
Okay, I thought that might have been the splash and dash.
No,
that's where you had to go up and catch that other airflow.
So exactly.
Like Wizard of Oz.
Had to find a way to go in the other direction. So you can't. I can't draw on screen. No, I can't. So this is where that arc is. That's a big ranch, and that's a big no-no. You're not supposed to be landing in that ranch, otherwise that rancher gets really angry. So
what a dude.
We were getting close to sunset, and I had to steer out of his ranch because I couldn't make it all the way across his ranch because the winds weren't doing it.
Can you imagine if you landed on the Smoking Apes property? He would lose his shit, wouldn't he?
He would not be happy.
He'd have all those.
Get out of fat lawn, son!
Especially when you're live streaming it.
Balloon, boy.
He'd have that pitchfork out with the artillery cannons and that.
What's that? Kansas, you never know.
Landed in my yard. That means I own it now.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like I got a balloon now, son.
What are those launchers? Not pump and dunks. What do you call those things that launch pumpkins?
Oh, pumpkin chunker.
Pumpkin chunker. That's what Ape had.
I always thought they were called a trebuchet, but that's just me.
But that's what
it
Ape
depends because they had air cannons too.
That's true. Jason says the HOA would not approve. Yes, that is something that we usually have to contend with as an HOA. You can't land here. I'm an aircraft. I have to land. I can't just stay flying.
Bob has an interesting question. What are you doing in a hoodie, man?
Who? Me?
It's hot.
I mean, you're the only one in a hoodie.
It is 78 degrees in South Carolina.
You guys can't see the camera. This is like, remember back in the days of COVID?
Guys, what's you guys?
You guys.
You guys.
You all can't see what's going on
Not
from the
you
waist.
all. Y'all.
You listen.
You damn Yankee, Joe. It ain't gonna work.
You can't see from the
Probably
waist down.
Too.
I went inside.
We don't want to.
I went inside just to show Jennifer.
That is not part of the show.
I thought she was going to faint. And run and just like never come back.
She found out what she signed up for.
You're not supposed to be Porky Pig in it.
Well, if she's seen me butt ass naked, that's one thing. I figured this is like
that's a mental.
This is a couple steps up. But hey, man, listen. I'll do whatever it takes for the show. You know that. I'll come out here in the
cold. You're not wearing pants.
Oh yes, I'm wearing pants.
Y'all
all right.
put
I'm wearing
your britches
thermal.
back on. We got a new general in the chat.
Uh-oh.
Keep your britches up.
No,
And
Jeff, I am.
who's our new general? Who's our new general?
Rob.
Rob, congratulations.
Congratulations, Rob. Rob, when you
When are
come
you
out
going to
here,
get your extra?
no, don't push the man. All right, and let's
Hey,
just end
if my brother can do it, anybody can do it.
Let's just end it. I'm wearing thermals
No,
right
buddy.
now under my shorts.
Sorry, Vern.
Sorry,
Well,
Vern.
I mean, Vern,
Came in
come
at the
on.
wrong time.
No, that's
He
par.
made the part.
That's par for the show.
Lord.
It's
I
all
hope-
the ridiculousness, all
Hope
ruined the
Renee
world.
wasn't listening.
She's in the chat.
She's been in the chat.
Hey, Nay.
Uh,
Good thing everybody knows us mostly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Well, we
Izzo
got
is
through
important.
Izzo's introduction, but we haven't done anybody else's. So, Steve, do you want to kind of fill us in? How are things on your end?
Well, like I said, lost a buddy of mine to cancer, unfortunately. And his funeral's going to be field day weekend.
Well,
I'm
that's
debating.
less than desirable.
Yeah, I'm debating. I got to get the trailer out to our field day location, and his celebration of life will be in Pennsylvania. So that's going to be a hop in the truck and haul ass. But I might get a couple of POTUS out of it if I go.
There you go.
So,
Don't you have another member that can pull a trailer?
not that I trust. No, we do. We've got a couple.
Oh,
So,
okay.
See, I done figured Steve out.
what's that?
Steve wants to do it.
Mm.
Steve don't want nobody else to do it. He just said it. He don't trust nobody else to do it.
He has trust issues.
He don't let nobody else run the net on Tuesday.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I keep trying to give that thing up.
No, you had the opportunity tonight. You had 8 other people.
There's
Yeah,
There's
they won't take the net.
there you had
We've tried.
seven other options tonight.
Hey,
for somebody to take net control.
Hey, let's talk about that for a second. Why is it that 7 other people will show up, and if the net control doesn't show up, nobody will not just take the reins and do it? That psychology just blows my mind.
They don't have the script, and they think that they don't have the
Oh,
script.
they
can't
have
run
the
a
script.
net.
They know what to do. Just say, "Hey, we're here tonight. Here's the name of the thing. I'll take check-ins." You come on, step up.
Steve,
please.
put that goal leak on it. I'll take care of it next Tuesday.
All right.
You do a pre-recorded net.
I
That'd
don't
be
want
kind
no
of funny.
script either. I got my own script.
There you go. The
Hey,
sultry,
y'all.
the
Welcome to
sultry
net.
sound. Once they hear the sultry sounds of Mississippi coming in,
Let me
Welcome
put
to
the
net.
9700 on the.
we got a band
Remote
opening
hams.
here.
So,
Jody's got it. Jody said it's the bystander effect.
Yeah.
Nobody takes the initiative because they'd stand out.
That ain't my job.
Yet they complain when their signal ain't heard, but they don't want to stand out.
Or if the net didn't happen too. Hello.
all right. Who's got Facebook or Teams going?
I don't know
Not
what you're
me.
talking about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, look at Joe.
I thought I closed it. That's the thing. Where's it open at?
I
Only thing
keep
got
hearing
running
that
jaw,
bidding.
though.
Oh, here, I'll fix it.
But yeah.
Carry on.
So I've been dealing with that. I did get a couple of videos posted from the ride. I'm not happy with Insta360 because I can't edit the video and keep 360 mode.
Okay,
Yeah, you
I
can.
watched one. No, I watched one of them last night, Steve. It wasn't 360. It was like a 180 at best, right?
Yeah, if I do any overlay on it, like the wording or anything, it transitions it to a flat video. But I've got at least one up that's full 360, maybe 2.
Can y'all still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Hopefully y'all won't get any more of my system sounds because I thought I had that window closed.
but other than that, nothing really going on. I spent all day in meetings today, so we'll see if travel picks up for me or not.
That sounds thrilling.
Yeah. Freaking 6.5 hours of, hey, this is what we're doing. This is where we're at. I don't give a flying.
Fart.
Why is that 6 and a
We're
half?
31 minutes in.
Why can't? I thought those meetings are less than 60 minutes. 35 minutes, 40 minutes. Don't ask no questions, and everyone just go back to doing whatever you got to do. Go back to your cubicles or whatever.
No, because this was a group out of California, a group out of DC, a group out of here. Yeah, there were probably 60, 70 people on the meeting.
It all could have been accomplished in 2 or 3 emails, huh?
Yeah,
exactly.
Or even a PowerPoint, if
except
I could say that
the
word.
folks in California where they were hosting the meeting all had food. They didn't
Wow.
order us anything.
oh, that's not right.
Yeah,
That's not nice.
And then, of course, they had the meeting right through our lunchtime, but they got to break for lunch.
Steve, that's where you need a soundboard with the
You put your foot
doorbell.
down.
Hey, no, doorbell. Hang on, I'll be right back. Doorbell.
No, I just need that
can't
soundboard
do
with
it.
I'll take it
Have
wet
you-
or dry. I don't care.
Have you seen the reel? Have you seen the reel where that lady's on the phone with her boss and she's pushing the button on the microwave saying that she's at the hospital?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't see that one. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That was good.
So. Yeah, Carlos knows. 2 emails tops. Exactly. Except they want to reply all. Which that option should be taken out of every freaking email system in existence.
Let me tell you something. I see it on the IO groups today. It's 2025. Can we please follow some email etiquette?
What email etiquette?
That's the point.
You reply all saying this doesn't apply to me.
No, just in general. People love to hit reply all to that sender, which obviously bounces to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
IO groups.
They want to be that person. That's why.
I don't. Oh my God. I don't want to turn into the grumpy old guy tonight. Yes.
Too late.
Yes, Carlos. You're absolutely right. It's just like sending it all in.
And then
Yeah,
Mike
there you
follows
go.
up per my last.
And then you
Yep.
have
Per my
another
last.
meeting set
Thank
up.
you, Mike. You're absolutely right too. Please, people, learn
Good
some
God.
etiquette.
We have meeting etiquette at my work. If you come up on time, you're not allowed to extend the meeting. It has to stop. You have to schedule another meeting.
Oh, no. This meeting was scheduled for 8 hours today.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Nope.
Did they give you a bathroom break at least?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Kelly, thanks for that.
I
Play
just
some
get up and
elevator
go.
music. Oh,
I
I
just
mean,
get up and go.
no, but literally, do they say, "Okay, folks, we're going to take a break for 20 minutes and go to a black screen, some elevator music."
Yep. No, they just mute the mic and walk off, and then forget to unmute when they come back.
Of course.
Now,
Did y'all
see
this little?
that's COVID etiquette.
It is.
Right.
We have this little option to put people's chat on our screen.
Yep.
I'm afraid
shows
to
up-
type.
It
I'm
shows
afraid
up
to
down
push
in my
it.
corner because I've got.
Hey,
it
Oh,
up
you
now.
did. Oh, you did click it. Okay. Oh,
Yep.
I
I
just.
just-
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hey,
It's so small.
do you
nobody can
guys
read it.
do you guys remember during COVID, people forgot what they had in the background
Oh God.
on shelves?
yeah, that was bad.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Did they purposely do that to get a rise?
No, they're
out of-
just
or-
dumb.
Oh,
Tortoise
my-
Overland with the 5 gifted subs. Thank
Holy
you,
cow!
sir.
Thank you. Thank you
Mike.
so much.
Oh,
Mike,
look at
that-
that. Kathy Thompson got one.
I can say, Mike, nice to meet you, Tortoise.
So, Steve, do you have access to read off who got what?
Yep. Let's see. We've got Jimmy KI5PRK, Kathy Thompson, Wayne B.
What up, Chuck's lady?
Bob Koff, and Kyle Craig apparently got one.
It's probably
Huh.
Chuck. He
Kyle.
don't realize he's in.
But
Kathy's account.
not AA0Z. His other account got.
He's incognito, is what it is.
Well, no. See, I've gotten gifted memberships on streams I'm not even sitting in.
How does?
How does
I
that
don't know
happen?
how that works.
What kind of etiquette is that?
Because I would think you'd have to be here. But
I
guess
would
if
think
you're
so, too.
subbed,
Is that one of those bots?
I guess if you're subbed to the channel,
Someone whoever's in charge of software testing at YouTube missed that. That wasn't part of their test case.
yeah.
Well, that's why.
So I guess we need to ask the chat: do you want the chat on our screen, or would you rather keep it off to the side? So, I can do a poll.
Oh,
Let's do
there
that.
we
I
go.
haven't done a poll. in
Yeah,
a
Frank
do
while.
the
said
poll,
you're
do
either
the
a past
poll.
member or a chatter in that channel. Okay.
Hmm.
So that's how I got it.
Yeah, do a
I
poll.
mean, chat's already in the chat. I already
Yeah.
see in the chat.
But sometimes it goes by
Frank,
so fast.
that's on our
maybe
list
the
to get
delay. What was it? What did Frank want?
He
Oh, yeah.
asked my thoughts on The antenna going away.
Y'all need to exercise some patience. We got a
Really?
whole
We're
show
only
to cover.
36 minutes
I
in.
know.
We've got 3 more hours. Don't worry, we're gonna get
No,
there.
we don't, because my grocery order at Walmart's gonna be ready at 8:30. I got to bounce and go pick that up. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in trouble.
You don't do your own shopping.
Yeah, online, and then I go pick it up because I don't want to be in a store full of dumbasses.
Come on,
Have
half
you
of that.
Have
That's
you been to
half-
the grocery
Wait.
store lately?
Tell me you do not order produce that way.
No, depends
He
on the
does.
produce. I order green beans, but not melons and stuff like that. No.
Shane,
Okay.
Green bean, I feel like,
you have to go after 11 p.m. for the real action.
No, I don't
No,
want to go.
they're not
period.
open that late anymore.
No,
Mine's open till midnight. I don't want to go at all. I don't want to stand in line. I don't want to be a bunch of because you get
Why?
never. I just want to go in, get my shit, and go to the house. And it never fails. I'm stuck behind somebody who wants to pick up every damn package of tortillas and read the ingredients list.
See,
It's freaking tortillas.
I miss the 2 a.m. Walmart runs.
No,
that's a great. That is a great Molson rant right
ain't
there.
doing it. Ain't doing it.
No, I love 2
I'll
a.m.
order it
Walmart runs
online and I
because
pull
there
up
ain't
and I
nobody
text
there.
them and tell them what slot I'm in, and she brings it out. She's here. You go. Thank you. See you. Bye.
All right. I'm gonna tell you all a story. About 30 minutes from here is a super duper huge Walmart, and I remember we were looking at TVs, and I had it in me. I said, I'm just gonna go down there, and if the TV's there, we're gonna buy it. Let me tell you something. I'm glad I did not bring the kids. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, it was late at night. What I saw people walking around wearing. Let me tell you something. I know what I'm wearing tonight is a fashion nightmare. If you guys could see what I got going on the waist, I am a fashion nightmare. Let me tell you something. I look normal compared to what I saw between these fuzzy slippers. Everybody was wearing, or the girl, well, there's a couple guys too, but they were wearing these fuzzy slippers. Some of them like the Bigfoot, the big claws, the animals, the non-matching pajama pants. Some stuff on top was there. Some stuff was really just barely covering anything. And the makeup, I think some women put some makeup on when they were in the dark. I don't understand, but God bless you all.
I
if you're
swear
happy.
they don't own a mirror.
And they were. I swear to God, I sound like I'm 100 years old. And they're wearing those pants that say princess on their ass. And that is the last thing you want to see is a princess with an ass that wide.
No.
Shane.
Juicy. I don't want to see the word juicy. I don't want to see juicy on anyone's butt.
I got you both beat. I got you both beat. What is the South Carolina college mascot?
A gamecock.
Yes, you're right.
What is it?
But Gamecocks.
Am I missing something?
Well, yeah. No, I'm getting there. I'm getting ready to hit you right in the forehead with it.
A what?
So it's a gamecock. It's a fighting chicken.
A chicken.
But here's what they do. They shorten it down to just the second half. No. The other side of that.
Yeah.
I've seen this stuff
and it's right across their ass.
I've seen this stuff in movies with those two-legged things. Do you know the chicken?
Don't talk about ladies that way.
Listen, I'm gonna give you if something very serious and knowledgeable is gonna come out of this show, it's gonna come out of my mouth right now.
Where was it?
I found out today.
By so fast, it's hard to.
Yep.
Mo
got it.
Mo of all people. Can you imagine them screaming that out at the stadium?
Oh God.
Okay.
Apparently, the chat does not want us to put the chat on screen. It is wholeheartedly a no.
Okay. All right. Let me start this all over again. I am going to say something very serious and sensible and educational. And then anything else that happens tonight, it is what it is. Okay.
I may need to refill that.
The chicken is the nearest descent to the Tyrannosaurus Rex dinosaur.
Where in the hell did that come from?
I was on Instagram and they were talking. They were talking about chickens
from juicy couture and cocks across the woman's ass to a triceratops or
because you're talking about a chicken.
Shane, it gets worse. I've seen guys wearing the pants too.
That's a juicy?
No.
Oh,
the South Carolina one.
Oh. Well.
Anyway.
I thought we're talking radio tonight.
The moral of the story is just order your shit online and go pick it up.
Yep.
See, this is why Ape came here tonight. This is why Ape.
Every aisle. Just go.
Mike.
Ape.
Come on.
Ape. Let me tell you something. Ape
At least
got
half
his.
of us.
Smoking Ape got his money tonight. Of all the shows he's going to come on, because he got his money tonight already. 41 minutes in, he got his money.
He got it. See a Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
Sounds like a porn star after the. Okay, I'll stop right there.
Yeah,
Brian, I think they did.
All right, I'm going to end the poll because
Right.
it was a resounding
No.
no. All right,
We'll leave
your
that
voices
shit
have been heard. We're going to leave that shit up.
up.
Well, I mean, it was only 63 out of 130 people, so yeah.
All right.
You got
So
it, Adam.
So the chicken has better eyesight than humans.
Yeah, sorry, Adam.
They can recognize up to 55 faces.
Did you
They
just
eat their own
fact?
shit.
That wasn't listed in that screenshot there on Instagram.
Have you watched them walk around and peck the ground where they take a shit?
No.
Steve?
I'm sorry. This is not animal. This is not Barnyard Kingdom. I've seen them lay an egg though. I've seen a chicken lay an egg.
Where's David Attenborough when you need him?
Pretend everything we said.
It's not a shame.
Pretend everything we said was in David Attenborough's voice. That's all. Now you got that in your head, and it makes it more educational, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Believable, kinda believable.
Yeah.
Joe Britt, man.
Joe Brett, do you have chickens at the house? And I'm not talking about
takes 42 minutes.
package in the freezer or anything.
Well, so it's my turn to say something. Huh?
Yep, you got to follow that up.
There's not a lot I can say. I'm at I've told you kind of where I was at, but I'm hanging out at an undisclosed place around undisclosed people.
It's not very undisclosed when you show it on screen.
Well, I mean, that was a generalization.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was
It's
going to say, you peeking at
1080p,
APRS?
I may or may not have been spoofing that.
Oh, okay.
Like the guy in Wisconsin does. I mean, Minnesota does. But
Maybe
not
in
a lot
Wisconsin.
going on. Just riding around Alabama, checking the road ditches, checking overpasses and stuff. Looking for the ATOS package. I mean, I ain't seen it yet.
Just a dude here for the ATOS.
I'll bet you Joe Brett has found more roadkill than his ATAS.
You're probably right.
With all those miles.
I'm getting quite a posse together up this way. Alabama folks, pretty good folks. You give them a mission, they're like, "Yeah, game. What are we doing?" And I'm like,
"Is there a reward? Shoot, yeah."
I'm like, all you need
beer
to
and a
do,
shotgun.
if you find a 4-foot box that looks like it's a fluorescent tubes, it's not fluorescent lights. It's my ATOS, and you need to grab it by all means, any means necessary. Yeah, so
I think you need to go into the UPS hub with the camera going and start asking about it live.
I'm here for a box, a brown box.
I mean, the tracking number probably don't even show up online no more.
Probably not. It's expired.
Probably done expired.
Oh, hey, my Walmart pickup is ready, by the way.
Joe Brett, this is what you're going to do.
So is my Home Depot one.
You're going to walk into that depot, and the most important thing in your hand is going to be a clipboard, because that shows authority and supervision and somebody higher up in that food chain. And that's what you're going to say. You're going to say, "Listen, I'm here to check on a package."
Make sure you're wearing that fluorescent vest.
For those on the podcast, the Smoking Ape says Meth Tweaker stole it for the copper.
There ain't enough copper in that thing.
They don't care.
Yeah, this is true.
But I'm telling you,
for those of you that are not that are on the podcast while we're here, we have a Discord channel or Discord server, and the things that are going on in our Discord server right now in the channel called Clubhouse Show Chat.
Oh god,
it's quite comical. So
I'm going to go to my AI.
On your screens.
What is those been talking about?
No, I'm gonna go to my AI tonight, and I'm gonna get a picture of Joe Brett and that up stuff, and I'm gonna tell AI to give him a clipboard, and let me tell you something. You give me a day or so.
And since I'm in Alabama, I gotta have the straight to ale, right?
What
There
is
you go.
that?
That looks interesting.
A Belgian double. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I like
Okay.
ale. I
Yeah.
like ale. Yeah.
This is our
like the Belgian
one of our
double.
hangout places when we go to Huntsville.
Yep.
Smoking Ape, I finished all your Miller Lite that you left behind at the Airbnb. So just finished it last night. Appreciate it.
Took you long enough.
Well, somebody has to kill the dandelions.
No, Kyle, ATAS, the ATOS, had no tracking on it. Jim didn't put no tracking on it, but the tracking number they gave him, and can't trust that. It counts.
Well, at least you got. Nah, we're not going to go there.
From a detective point of view, is that the
Oh,
first
here we go.
clue? Is that the first clue that there was no tracking number on it?
I mean, that was a tracking number by the shipper, but not by the shipping company, not by the, Jim could have thrown the air tag in it. I could have mailed it back.
But is that a clue? Or am I?
That you were going to get ripped off or what?
No, or have I been watching too much, NCIC and the SVU and all that stuff? Whatever. A Special Victims Unit. Have I been watching too much of that? Because there's a clue. There's a clue here.
I'm
close. Kyle says if you don't have any info in the first 48 hours, you're screwed. It's dead.
48 hours.
That's
Kyle is right. That's an important show. 48 hours. We're into like what 48 days now, I think. Though.
See, Ape said it was an inside job. I bet it got sent to Nebraska instead.
I think
it was in Kansas.
I think it got shipped, and then I think somebody knew somebody, and it got sent back to the original shipper.
Seller's remorse.
Yeah.
Oh.
Try to remember who that came from initially.
It was Jim, wasn't it?
Oh, initially?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they probably was watching Clubhouse and heard us talking about it. It's a great antenna. The band's
quite possibly
open,
so.
That's all you need.
If it's who I'm thinking, I think he just bought my old 7100.
Apparently, Hamman in Connecticut says the same thing. It takes extra days. Well, in Joe Britt's instance, it's taken an extra month.
Extra months. Yeah.
Yep, Hank, that's who I was thinking.
I'm thinking, like I said, clipboard. Joe Brett's going to walk into that shipper with a clipboard.
He said, boys, we need to have a talk.
There you go.
I'm here from the United States Tracking Company.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So we do have a topic tonight.
It was the other Andy. And look, there's the picture. He sent me the picture that he sent it in because Jim said I left it in the same box he sent it to me in.
Somebody got them some LED lights.
Well, somebody needed LEDs.
And then the other Andy said, "Hey, if you ever find it, I got the original stickers still." So
there you go.
I got a sticker too, Joe. Do you want me to, Joe? I would mail you a sticker, but that's sort of putting salt on the wound.
Yeah, pretty much.
The sticker might actually get there.
Right.
Guaranteed to get there. So just so that we don't disappoint the 130 people who have showed up for tonight. So the title for tonight's show was
Shane, hold on 1 minute. Joe Brett better be careful with that mirror is pointing because he could be doing something and it will reflect through the mirror back to the camera and we could all be in, or this could be one of the greatest shows ever.
I just love how the camera just panned and followed him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think I wonder, we'll ask him when he gets back. I think he's using that fancy camera he's got.
All right.
But anyway, it's been mentioned in the chat.
Pocket.
It's been mentioned in the chat a couple times, and I want to bring it up on screen.
I don't want to know what's in Joe Brett's pocket.
Share. Joe Brett, are you using that pocket camera? That why it keeps following you around?
Yep.
And apparently it's having a hard time finding you again.
Got to bring it back around.
All right, so on to what we were going to talk about tonight. So I don't know if y'all have seen this yet, but I don't know if you call it Stepper or Step IR. I always call it Step IR. But it says as of they will cease production of consumer antennas, not commercial, consumer antennas and accessories on August 31st of 2025. So Another ham radio supplier is done and done. MFJ was first, I believe. I'm sure there was more prior to, but seeing, and I made the comment to the guys. I was like, who has $5,000 sitting around to spend on a 2-element Yagi?
Is the 2-element 5K now?
I don't know. I'll pull it up after I close
Go
out
to the
this
website.
window here.
I got
See,
it.
this is what
But
happens.
that was the
companies get
thing.
Mixed up in government sales. They think everybody can afford the government.
And I was just about to say,
excellent.
if that's what they're doing, if that's what they're doing now, then they are.
Joe Brett's right.
2-element
Look at
Yagi
it.
that covers 40 through 6 is $4,955. It's on sale because the sticker price is $5,406.
The fact of the matter is, they don't want to be in the consumer market.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly it. I think they've enjoyed their commercial space, and they're like, no, we're not going to mess with it.
I don't remember the 2-element or the Urban Beam being that expensive.
Yeah, even the Urban Beam's $5,000. But
Yeah.
who's going to pay that kind of money for? I mean, other than Steve, who steals it off of a ship from the Navy. But
Yeah, well,
who's going to pay for $5,000 for an antenna?
so the 4-element that I have is now listed at $7,000.
Wow.
And I know I offered it up to somebody for a hell of a lot less than that.
Their 20 through 6 dipole is $2,800.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
My $75 dipole will do just fine.
My $80
class.
bug out mini does just as good.
My
Mhm.
K6
That's saying
ARK
if you're
antenna
gonna
bug
make
out will do
us-
just fine.
If you're gonna make us take time away from our government high money making stuff to make your little penny stuff, you're gonna pay for it.
You're going to pay for it. Yep.
I mean, Shyamalan, whatever their name is, does the same thing.
Chameleon.
Is it Chameleon? See, that's how much I pay attention to.
Now,
I was just going to bring that up because there's a particular YouTuber that is always doing reviews on their stuff, and I get excited and I go look, and I'm like, a basic vertical antenna is $450.
Smoking
Well,
Ape's got it.
wait.
It's probably the
Let-
chip shortage.
Let's look at the tripod that them and one other manufacturer are selling.
See, Kyle's got it. He said, just think how much they're charging for the commercial antenna. If the personal one's $7,000.
You know what?
And that's
Let's
our
go
tax
with the commercial.
dollars right there.
Hang on. Let's see if they'll tell me how much the commercial ones are.
See, Don's got it. DX Commander. That's all you got to do.
So you
One
gotta
and
know.
done.
Mm-hmm.
But you think about it, though. I mean, how can you, as a company, sell to government agent, armies, stuff like that, at such ridiculous prices, but at the same time offer almost the same type of product to consumers for a hell of a lot less? I mean, you can't.
Oh, sure.
You can't strip it down enough to make a $5,000.
There's one company there, and I'm not going to say their name in the public
You
safety
should.
world. No, I'm not because I don't want
Motorola.
No, I'm not getting myself. No, they make antennas.
Out of all the
Comment.
damn things,
They are exactly the same whether you buy the public safety or whether you buy something. It's all the same.
I don't know.
it's all the
So
No.
was it
Public safety is a
Comet
different
that makes
frequency space.
The SAR. Comet makes the SAR 2-meter dual band radio, not radio antennas.
No, I'm not talking
No,
about comment. I'll say it after the show, but it is not.
It's hard to beat the
There's that
SAR
one.
version of Comet's antenna.
Yeah.
I've
But
seen those work.
so
I
the
just heard a
comment that was
doorbell.
just up there that said talk about Flex Radio.
Who's here?
But Flex Radio, it's not just an antenna; it's an entire system. That we're talking about
True.
one piece of the system is $5,000, not the entire radio system being $5,000.
Well, it's
Now I'm
the
not
entire
defending
radio
high-priced
system.
radio. Yeah, it is.
No, it's just the
I mean,
radio. You
well,
still
it's-
got to add the coax, the power supply, the antenna. That's the system.
You don't need a power supply; it's all built in. You just plug it in, hook it up to your Wi-Fi, and go.
Well,
hook up an antenna.
okay,
and go.
if you're buying the Aurora, yes.
No, it's not just. Do you need a power supply for the other ones? I don't think you do.
I think so.
Oh, going to the website right
Hang
now.
on.
Oh, you got him digging now.
Hold on.
Go
What
to
does
the
this
Google.
guy want? See, you start complaining about stuff, and look who shows up.
Yeah, and we start ranting.
Surprise.
I thought we took care of all rants the first 56 minutes.
No, never.
So what do you think, Daniel?
Yeah, Molson, what's your opinion?
I think you got to put tariffs on Saudis so that they can survive.
True.
I'm good with that. All right.
I don't understand why
Molson,
someone
what's the price for
charges
that?
that kind of money.
Molson, what's the price for that antenna in Canada? If you had to buy it in Canada, is it a few dollars more?
I haven't looked.
Okay.
It would be, well, I don't know what the policy. It used to be we can get ham radio gear without duty, so it'd just be whatever the American price is converted.
Yep.
So, like probably like 40 grand. I don't know. I don't know what it'd be.
That's inflation for you.
You know, Joe Brett made a good, little comment there. How does a company do all this military work, and then it's because it's not the reality is without the government, overspending subsidies, or it's not viable. And I think to some degree, that's the reality is our market is so small. We'd love to think that it's so big, but it's not. It's
a niche market, just like
it's niche, yeah.
You're talking about power supplies. Everybody recycles power supplies. There's not one power supply, and we think about it, no one's throwing away power supplies, right? I don't know, all my power supplies come from Silent Keys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That all my power supplies. I think I bought one new. All Silent Key power supplies. They've been around for years. And they're just a commodity that never really dies. And then we pride ourselves on fixing stuff, So that's the reality is how many power supplies are really being sold? Not that many. There's probably more.
Says the government massively overpays for everything. Yes, that's why they pay $200 for a toilet seat that we can go down to Walmart and buy for $20.
I'm going to give you guys another.
It's corporate welfare is what it is. Think about it. And I'm not listen, I love it if the government's, we're buying stuff, but when you buy, when the government's willing to spend 4 or 5 times the market value, it's welfare for corporations, right? So.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But how about this perspective though? Step IR and anyone else, you sell it to the hams. You know what the hams are going to do. If they don't like something, they're
going to copy it.
No, they're going to get on social media and they're going to badmouth them and this and that. You sell the government. That's one component you'll never have to worry about. You're never going to have to worry about somebody from the Navy or whatever talking about this antenna on Twitter X or whatever.
No, you're wrong.
Why?
There is a YouTube video out there of a set of Marines that took a printer out to the field with them and unloaded with a 240 saw because they couldn't get support for the printer.
And where are they now?
So
where are those boys now?
They cost the amount of the printer plus all the ammunition that they shot.
I would say they went through a full belt on that printer.
Okay. You know how many companies and people
that's
buy
why the printer
printers?
costs $2,800.
No, but think about it. You know how many the companies and people, they just go to Walmart and buy a new printer when they run out of ink. It's cheaper just to buy a whole new printer with a ink cartridge than go buy an ink cartridge.
I do that.
Right? It really is.
Absolutely.
It is.
100%.
New printer for $89 or new ink for $90.
People of Walmart.
Exactly.
People of Walmart.
You have that company out there. Their initials are Hates People. That they will sell you a subscription for your ink.
Yes.
I got one sitting right there called
They all do. They all do.
And
Why?
here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. If you sign up for that and then don't return their cartridge and buy an aftermarket cartridge, they disable your printer.
Wow.
Wow. How does that happen?
Printer companies are getting very smart with the chips on them. To buy a non original cartridge and have the printer read it, half the time those chips they're not we get them for our wide format printers. We have the big format printers at work. Mm-hmm. And you can either buy the original manufacturer's ink or you can buy an aftermarket brand or whatever you want to call it. And half the time those stupid cards they don't work. Sometimes you're real, because I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's it looks like a almost like a credit card with a chip in it for the bigger printers, and then obviously, and it all registers how much ink's in it. So you can't even take a card off of another print cartridge or ink cartridge and put it on it, because it's written into that card permanently that it's got 0 ink. So but half the time those cards don't work, and they have to be sent back and reprogrammed. It's a pain in the butt.
Wow, the things you learn here on Clubhouse. I swear to God, this is so cool. I didn't know about
So
this.
you're saying if I don't buy HP ink from my HP printer, they're going to turn it off? They won't work?
Only if you've had the subscription.
They're going to call you a traitor. They're going to call you a traitor.
I'll just go buy another. I'll just go buy
How
another
can they
printer.
do that? How can they do that? That's crazy.
Because it's connected to Wi-Fi.
I'm sure.
That's like
some
QRZ.
people-
Like once you stop paying for the. That would be like QRZ when you stop paying for the monthly,
Jimmy.
whatever the thing. They shut down your rig. You know.
Jimmy,
yes.
Industry's killing him right
Thank you, Jimmy. You're absolutely right.
No, but like how much? Like, let's be honest. Between all of the manufacturers, what's the dollar value that you think that ham radio, say in America, purchases for new rigs in a year? Like, I'd be interested to know if there's a study on it.
Depends on how many YouTube videos come out about it.
True. Trying to sell
How many
the
speculation- how many
Zygoon 6200 with
videos
a
you
non-working Bluetooth module. You know.
This radio doesn't have a tuner inside of it.
Or, hey, the radio's got APRS, but oh wait, it doesn't work yet.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll
so
release
how
that
many
next
people are
firmware
watching
update.
the live stream right now? How many
We
people
have
are watching the live
130
stream?
watching. 130.
Okay, so can we do a poll? Did you buy a new radio in the last 12 months?
I can do that.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that. Because then what we can do is we can get like I wouldn't say that it's perfect statistics, but of the 130, we'll see how many people bought a new, let's say, HF rig. So did you buy a new HF rig in the last 12 months? And we could take an average value, multiply that out by the hams in North America, and let's see what the industry can expect in dollar figure in a year.
All right. Hang on.
I
I got to go.
say no, but I did.
I got to go vote here.
Yeah.
Okay, it's up. I didn't. I bought a used radio.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Oh, new or new to you?
Come here. You don't have to be on camera, but you have to tell them what you just said.
Is she
Hold
getting
on.
blizzards?
Listen to my son. My daughter, she got her license last week. And my son, my daughter just went out and started the car. My son said,
Going to Dairy Queen?
he's going to Dairy Queen.
Hell yeah. Can't
Not
use
my
the
idea.
car.
You want my
so-
daughter's car?
No,
See-
I'm buying my own,
see-
but like, you have cash?
I don't have cash, but I can pay you back.
See, this is how it starts. You can't take the car out. It's dark. But I want to go to Dairy Queen and get blizzards. Okay. See?
Yeah.
Yep.
Listen,
We'll let that run.
I came on the show and it's like, it was meant to be.
Always.
You know
Like
what?
clockwork.
I did buy a new radio recently.
Yeah. I did.
I did too. I bought two.
I'm
just
waiting on
for
it
the second one to come in.
to. It's in the mail.
If it ever gets to you.
Yeah. Well,
Or did you buy that expensive QRP radio?
negative, sir.
Oh, okay.
I bought a kit radio that they're selling through groups.
Oh, there you go. That's cool.
So
Kyle has
I
a
was
good-
one of the
So
first
what are the new-
30.
How many new radios were launched at Dayton this year, or around? Whether it's Japan or one. That's the new.
The ASU
Yaesu?
FT1X.
Yep.
Yeah, one after. Okay.
It's the QRP radio that has a few bugs.
Wait, what do you mean by launched? Announced or actually sold?
Well, who knows?
Well, they did do the Kenwood one. That's
Well,
true.
it's a
They had that on
controversy
display.
here. So
Well,
you
got
guys
the
are okay
Aurora
with you.
Reflex.
Oh, that's
They-
right.
they
And the
did their
Aurora.
announcement.
Okay, hold on. I have a question. I've been so consumed by other things besides for ham radio. I'm such a horrible person. Last time at the Dayton, they had that radio that was just parts and they didn't announce it.
Yep.
Was that last year?
Yeah,
or the year
Icon.
before?
760.
That was ICOM. Yeah, that was
I-
ICOM.
yeah, I-
7760.
What did that turn out to be?
The 7760,
Okay,
and they
that's
released
right.
that one at the Tokyo Ham Fest.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay.
So when is ICOM going to do a refresh? Because they've had the same. Now I'm going to hear that it's the best selling radio. And blah, why refresh something that sells so good? But the 7300 is way outdated. I mean, they've got to be doing something.
It's
They don't need no
what,
refresh,
15 years
no?
at this point?
Mm-hmm. At least. What they do, they got to fix that OVF line.
Ain't nothing wrong with that OVF light.
Oh, wait a minute. So I have 2 of them. They're still doing great.
7300? You have 2
Yeah.
7300s?
I got 2 of them. Yeah.
Oh,
I got
How's
that.
that pole
The
looking?
87.
Uncle Don.
2015. They
No, but
released-
so
it's
but
10
what's
years
the
old at this point.
benefit? But what is the benefit of me getting the new and improved 7300? Real, I'm just
Better
talking
filtering?
in general.
You get better filtering. You get a better front end. You get better digital signal processing. You get all the latest and greatest of a software defined radio.
Okay, no. See, this is where I disagree with you guys.
Oh, you know
If
what?
you told me
Hillbilly Ham's
better-
right.
What?
The Aurora was also announced at Dayton.
Guys, you know what's going to get you better? A better antenna, better feed line, and then after that, it's up to propagation. Okay?
Are y'all still hearing my dinger go off?
Nope.
No.
Okay. I fixed
Make
it.
your ding go off.
We can't hear your dinger no more.
That's good. No one needs to hear my dinger. So the Smoking Ape says, "How is the 7300 outdated?"
Yes. I agree with Abe. How? In what
It ain't
way?
been discontinued and ain't outdated.
It just needs to be. I get better if you were to put a 710 and a 7300 right next to each other. You're going to get better signal processing from a 710 than you do the 7300.
You gotta know how to operate your radio, son.
I know how to operate the radio.
Video
Yeah,
out.
but
You can't
that's
have that RF gain on 100%.
No, not at all.
Right, exactly.
yeah.
I'm
But
all
here's the reality,
radio.
guys.
You son.
How about
Here,
propagation?
yeah, but here's the reality: is that people aren't changing their radios like they're changing their cell phones, right? Like
That's very
People-
true. They don't buy a new HF
some people are
radio
just content with
every
what they
other
have.
year.
Like I'm content with my 950.
Yes.
People, somebody else might be content with their G90. You know,
Oh, yeah.
man, you're still getting called out for that, eh?
That will
Yes.
never end. I
Yep.
don't even own that radio anymore.
And
It
Jeff
will
was one of the
never
ones that
end.
checked into my net. So
Yep. It will never end.
That's
That's
funny.
all right.
In my shack,
Notoriety.
my operating radios in the shack's all Icon, but in the mobile it's all Yaesu. So
I don't know. If you were to put, I had the pleasure. Randy had his 710 out doing POTO the other day, and listening to the 710 versus what I remember of the 7300, I could tell a difference just because of the
So what are you going to tell
clarity
me?
of the signal coming
So
in.
you're going to make more contacts then, is what you're telling
You're going to be able to hear
you can
better.
hear more.
You
So
can,
whether or
not they can hear
notch
you.
out, you can notch out shit better. You can just the receive side of it is so much
Okay,
it's
so
better,
what you-
better to manipulate.
So what you young kids are telling me, you want armchair copy. You don't want to have to
No, I want a radio that has the capability built inside where if I have to pull a signal out of the noise, I can adjust filters. I can adjust my AF and RF
you
gain.
can do
and
that
I can
now
get
on the
that.
7300.
But it doesn't do it as good as the newer radios do. It's just your computer that you built 15 years ago. Yeah, it'll still play solitaire just like your computer that you got on your desk right now. But it is not doing it as well.
Hey, can I interrupt for a second?
Bowling balls.
Mm-hmm.
By God, go
Can somebody
ahead.
can somebody tell me when Joe Brett got here?
I
didn't hear what you said. What?
Can somebody tell me when you got hair? I'm like I was like zooming in. I was like, what's that wig on his head?
We're on Discord. We just went back to the Discord days.
Is that a toupee? What is that?
Oh, look.
Did you go to Turkey?
It's
Toupee.
Turkey.
That man ain't got no rug on his head. He didn't go to Coyote.
I think you look
Abe, I don't
cooler
make
when with no
videos
hair.
anymore. You should know better.
Maury's wigs.
Hey, how's our poll doing there, Shane?
53% yes so far of the people
Holy
participating.
shit!
I would need to click on
87 of 123.
87 votes. So 87 out of 123 said yes, they have bought a new radio in the last 12
but that's going to be, on my guess, that's going to be a very wide range of what is a rig, a 100-watt rig to a QRP rate. So we can break it down.
Oh,
Mike.
fights on.
Mike done got to 8, boy.
Oh boy,
Ain't nobody.
That's crazy. That's a lot of
do
hits.
shit on the radio.
NWA going on right now.
Do you guys think that's? Do you think that's across the board that 53% of ham radio operators bought a new rig in the last 12 months?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, this is
Maybe
a
I'm
small
just-
data set, but I'm sure that we
That's pretty impressive.
could extrapolate that information out.
Y'all run out of things to say. Let's get the Ape and let them talk live.
So just not to go back. So Step IR is just stopping the product line, right? They're not going out of business.
Yeah. No,
Correct.
they're just stopping the consumer side.
Maybe
I don't
maybe
be
it's
president, but I'm also a client.
it could also be to consider it's the customer service that is it's just taking like it's easier to deal with larger contracts for customer service than like one contract.
Fire tonight.
Yeah, it's easier to deal with one contract, a large contract, but one with customer service than it is to deal with a lot of contracts doing multiple service. And maybe that could be potentially it, because you guys were talking about if you're already manufacturing and you're doing it, why? And it could be just the resources it takes to support that industry, that market share. You know what I mean?
Molson, following what you just, Molson, you're a businessman. Following what you just said, maybe with the government stuff, they know how many antennas they can do. They don't want to maybe increase. Maybe they don't want to lay off. It's a better business plan for the company, because they can look at trends where they're going in the industry versus if it's. I think maybe ham radio may be a little bit up and down. Maybe it's what's the word?
We know it's up and down.
It's not stable.
At the same time, relying on one client can destroy your business if you ever lose that, right?
Absolutely.
It's quite a gamble. Yep. So that's the flip side, is that, and you potentially could be more at, unless there's a long-term contract that's signed, you could be at more risk to being, negatively affected if you lose that customer. There's a lot of people in different industries who build based on one customer. They grow their business and then they lose that contract and then they're done. They go belly up, so diversity is strength, but it could be that it's just because if you think about it, like if you're doing R&D and stuff into products, I guess like Flex Radio, they service the military, then they bring that over to the I think it's probably more along the lines of customer service. The R&D is done for the bigger contracts, and then everybody else gains the benefits of that as they're permitted to. So I don't think there would be direct cost to R&D potentially to the consumer line, because it's all an outflow of their the research that they've done for their military contracts.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't understand.
Probably more along the lines of.
But a lot of people don't understand the cost. Hold on, Molson. Just the cost of R&D alone.
Not if it's covered under your government contract, though. Like
all right, then. But for ham radio, but you can't do that with ham radio,
right?
They just bring the technology that's developed, right? But they bring over the technology that was developed during the R&D process for the military or the government. They bring that over into a Joe Britt. You're making me dizzy, son.
Sorry.
They bring that over into a commercial or a personal use case. Mm-hmm. So there's no additional R&D
to the consumer
cost.
industry.
Yeah, to the consumers. So there's the work's done and paid for by the government, and we get to benefit from the R&D that the government paid for. Indirectly.
Why? And that's half the problem with the military contracts, right? It's like they put in the effort after they get the contract most of the time.
Right.
Good point.
Right.
There
it's paid for.
Good point.
But also R&D is also a tax write off. Like in Canada, you can do tax for your fiscal taxes with R&D, right? So it's
right.
It's even if you don't have military contracts, you can do R&D, but it is very expensive. But I would I would assume that the investment in R&D for the consumer lines is very minimal compared to the military, and it's just an offshoot. I don't think there's any major investment probably for the consumer line. You've done all the.
They need a different case for it.
Well, the technology, I think. I don't think
cases in shell that they put all the stuff that they develop for the military side in.
Yeah, well, you have to look at what is also like what can be classified as R&D. I think like technology. I've been involved in it. I've been audited for R&D before and had to justify it. And it's not about necessarily the form. It's like a patent, right? Like you can't just put a compass on a measuring tape and patent that, right? It has to somehow correlate. And so the same thing with R&D. I think it's more along the lines of technological advancements, whether it's developing new materials and stuff. But reintegrating a product that you developed into a different packaging doesn't necessarily just like qualify as R&D, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, so right. let's say in the military line they use a certain type of material, and then in the consumer line they use a cheaper. That I don't think would qualify as R&D, but the actual technology to achieve the antenna would be,
Mike, for those of the podcast, Mike says I did not have R&D rant on my bingo card tonight. See?
Sorry.
You never know what you're going to
get. I think this stuff is interesting.
The chat is on fire. Let me tell you something. Talking about parallel conversations going on. We're talking about this. Guys are busting Molson regarding maple syrup R&D, and you still got guys talking about Joe Brett. This is amazing.
Joe Brett's hair. Yeah.
This is like
I'm gonna end the poll. We got 93 votes, so in the poll, and it's 51% of the people in the show tonight bought a new HF radio this year.
Yep.
Last 12
months. Joe Brett. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this. I love you, but one of the two have to go. Either the hair or the beard, because you look like a fucking trucker. You do. You look like you.
Where's your hat?
I didn't realize who you
are. Go get that hand. He's going to get that Ham Radio Clubhouse trucker hat now. Watch this.
There you go.
There you go. Give him D104. Come on. There you go.
Eastbound and down, buddy.
Joe Brett, are you loading up? Joe Brett, are you loading up at the terminal right now?
10-4, Big Bear.
Somebody's got to get that Coors east of the Mississippi.
Big Bear has got Big Bear's got a lot of meanings now. You got to be careful how you say that.
Especially this month.
Man, the mosquitoes are crazy.
See, look at that. When did this become an expert panel on CNBC? You just never know what you're going to get.
That's right. The business channel, Eric.
Smoking Ape says, it's bad when Molson says you look bad.
Yeah, Molson's not much of a testimony to good looks.
Oh my God.
This week on CB Experts.
I'm glad you came on.
Let's go.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, I've got to go pick up my groceries. So can you guys carry this until I get back or until the show's over?
Are you serious?
Gotta go get them. If I don't go get them, then they cancel the order, and I already paid for that.
Go send the dog out there. Go send the dog out.
But it's the order, you get your money back.
Why don't you DoorDash?
I need the groceries.
Why don't you pay someone to bring them, then deliver them to you?
I was going to say, they do delivery.
I'm not that lazy.
It's a Walmart.
Yes,
I'm not that lazy.
Yes, you are.
You paused,
no, I'm not.
because you thought that's a good
idea.
I did.
The guy works Izzo. The guy works for Southwest. He doesn't trust anybody anymore to get something from point A to point B. Okay.
I was gonna say now they make you pay for your bags too.
So. See?
Oh my God.
Change your grocery store, get your shit, and get out.
Yep.
All right. You take.
And also, there's so many times when I used to do the ground goodbye when I worked at the station for Southwest. There's so many times I say, "All right, y'all sit down, put your seatbelt on, shut up, so we get out of here."
There you go.
But anyway, I'm gonna say see you guys next week, and great show tonight. Molson, good to see you as always. And guys,
good to see you too, buddy.
Good to see y'all. I got a good.
I got to hop across the border and pick up my hat.
You do.
Yep.
Hopefully they didn't
I haven't gone yet
already.
No, I got 3 months.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, 73. Everybody, we'll see you.
See you, Shane.
Bye.
See ya.
Don't end stream. Don't end stream.
Wrong button. Wrong button.
So does Joe Britt get his antenna faster than Daniel Molson getting his Clubhouse hat?
No.
That's gonna
No, because Molson's hat's there waiting on him. He just has to get his lazy
Yeah.
butt over to go pick it up.
Okay.
Joe's antenna's never going to make it.
What antenna did you order?
You've been away for a little bit, Daniel.
I have. You got to fill me in.
Catch him up to speed.
He bought an ATOS secondhand, and it hasn't made it.
Wait a minute, Steve, this ain't your damn store. I mean, I was gonna make it short, but not that short. We got to put some more details into it, some context into it. Daniel,
Context.
You remember us talking about the whole ass the AM radio tower station that disappeared in Alabama? You remember that story? The whole 100-something foot AM radio station tower.
200.
Gone. 200 foot. You remember
I don't
that?
think that's on Facebook anymore.
Can you hear me, Daniel?
I hear you. The 200-foot antenna that went missing.
You heard that. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Man's
Yeah.
hair is blocking his ears.
Yeah. Anyway, so you got antennas coming up. The tower's missing. And then, so I thought it was a good idea. So I buy an ATOS antenna from Gene over here in Alabama. You know, the guy on Coffee and Ham Radio.
Oh, you trust that guy?
I gave him a chance.
That's where you went wrong.
Gave him a chance. And I told him, I said, hey, just bring it to Dayton. I'll get it at Dayton.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, man, that's 6 weeks from now. I said, don't worry about it. Just bring it to Dayton. 2 days later, I get a tracking notification. Out of, he's trying to do a good-hearted thing. He didn't want me to wait 6 weeks. So he sent it to me, UPS. It never made it out of Alabama, according to the tracking note. So, open up a case for lost item, and they closed it the next day. So, yeah, it's lost.
I don't think he ever sent it.
I was going to say, now who gets reimbursed for it?
Did you take insurance?
I don't know. Whatever pirate ship does for you.
Are you in a hotel?
Yep. I'm
He's in Alabama looking for the antenna.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Go to the UPS store and ask them.
That's what I told him, though.
I'm in Alabama for 2 weeks looking for it.
I told him, walk in with a clipboard, Molson. Just walk in looking like, the clipboard makes you official.
Yeah, but the hair makes them look goofy.
I thought you were waiting for permission to pass.
I'm just jealous, okay?
Sounds like you the one jealous tonight.
I told my youngest son, he's like, I don't want to look like you, Daddy. He's like,
Oh,
he's like,
it skips Gene. Just
He
tell
goes
him
like,
it skipped a generation.
my son, like a while back, he's like, I only shampoo my hair once a week. I'm like, why? That's disgusting. He's like, because I don't want to lose it like you. I said, don't worry, I'll grow my back hair and make a toupee for you. So when you lose your hair like me, you have some.
Oh man,
Damn.
oh my god, that's a buzzkill.
No, you look good, Joe Brad. I'm just bugging you. I'm jealous.
No, I mean I haven't had hair in 10 years, and I went and got my first haircut, and I remembered why I haven't had hair. Matt, how much money does a guy that gets his haircut every 2 or 3 weeks spend on haircuts a year?
Oh, geez, yeah.
So yeah, I'm probably going to go back to the trimmers. So it's temporary.
Why? I get mine done once a week.
That's great. I'm glad you can afford that.
No, it's
I
not
was
about
gonna say.
afford. It's.
I'm not spending $10,000 a year on a haircut.
I don't spend no $10,000 a year.
What do you spend on a haircut?
I don't even spend $1,000 a year. I go to a barber, man. I don't go to this foo stuff.
What's he charge you?
I don't want to say on screen.
Okay.
Because you spend over $1,000 a year.
No, it's way under. I'll tell you what. It's way under $20. Okay, it's the price of the price of a cigar. The price of a cigar.
You can't get a haircut here now for under $20.
Yeah, it's under $20, and that's with the tip. That's with the tip. So
with
if I can
with
look,
tip, mine's $20, and
so
mine's just a buzz.
If there's any possible way of making this look a little bit nice, you know, high and tight.
$10, that's still $520 a year.
Okay, so what then? What else am I going to do with $520?
Joe Brett's advocating to have a side piece who's a hairdresser. That way you get your haircut for free. That's what he wants.
Is Jennifer cut hair? Is that?
No, she don't cut hair. She don't cut hair. She's
That's
the
why
one.
my wife just takes the buzzer and zzz.
Yep.
A lot easier.
Mine used to do that, but she got tired of cleaning it up. So
I thought about that.
Hold on, how the hell, Joe Brett? How the hell are you complaining about haircut prices and you go buy a new radio and a new antenna or used antenna?
That's different, Daniel. That's different.
Oh, look at her in the background. She knows it. And you bought a camper.
Oh gosh, big
I
spender.
bought the camper 2 years ago.
You are in the transport industry, aren't you?
Wait, and the camper is just
money.
the camper is not just the camper. Then there's all of the peripherals that go along with it. The PM that goes. Am I right or wrong?
Listen, then you got to buy the Weber barbecue.
My point is this: everything has a price tag, and we all choose where to put our money. That's all it is. You know that
camper almost could kiss my ass this year. I forgot how much that tag cost. God dang.
Well, what happened with that?
Oh, I don't know what tags are like in your state, but in Mississippi, until your vehicle or recreational vehicle, whatever you tag in becomes 10 years or older, you're gonna pay for that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like the voters. It's like
the tag is like 2 payments on the camper.
I was gonna say I just had to pay for the tags on Dana's car, and it was $160 this year. And it's a 2016. It's almost 10 years old.
And you probably needed pillows
for the tag for the camper.
Yeah. You probably needed pillows. You should get yourself one of those tank radio pillows for inside the camper.
For the camper?
The camper.
Yeah.
I would. If I had a camper, I'd have a tank radio pillow.
You do have a camper. It's called the truck bed.
No, but that's my point, though. We all pick and choose where to spend our money and where we're going to put it. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom.
Some of us order groceries for pickup.
Yes, instead of just going to the store or waiting till tomorrow or went there yesterday.
Well,
in the chat.
Yeah. Or at least take the camera with you. If you're going to go into Walmart, at least take the camera with you. That would have been fun.
I don't know.
Like Molson, did you need that fan in that room?
Yes.
My guess is the fan above you right now. That ceiling fan. Did you need that? Oh, you got 2 of them. Okay, but it's for a reason. It looks nice, and it came with a price tag, right?
No.
Yeah.
So Izzo, here's the problem with your theory there.
What?
His wife wanted it, so he bought it.
Okay, happy wife,
happy wife, happy life. Yep.
Still comes with a price.
Dude, you know how transactions work, right? If I want to get a radio, I have to buy the wife something. That's the way it works.
Yeah. Remember that time you got the bread machine?
I was gonna say.
Yep.
How much bread has she made for you?
Oh, a lot. A lot.
There you go.
You know, the worst part about homemade bread is it goes so fast. It's cheaper to buy store-bought because you make so much homemade bread.
Yep.
Like a loaf doesn't even last a day.
Well, how many people do you have at the house now?
6.
Holy, you got 6 people in there?
I got 4 kids.
Are the kids paying rent yet?
What's that?
Do the kids pay rent?
No.
That's what the kids ain't grown up yet. I ain't got but one still living at the house full time.
Dude, we're in that crisis right now, where it's like you don't want the kids the kids they start to be like maybe I want to move out, and it's like it's like being rejected by that girl. You know, it's like, was it me? Like, really?
I showered
wife,
today. I mean, damn.
my wife's popping her head around the corner. It's true, eh?
It is, right?
Exactly.
It is.
It's like it's like that first heartbreak. Like you know, with in the high school dance where you walk up to the girl, you know, all the guys are on one side and all the girls on the other, and they think that they're cool. They're just swaying, and you try to build up the courage, and you walk across the floor. You're like, hey, you want to dance? She's like, no, and you're like, wah wah wah. You know that heartbreak. You know that first breakup kind of. That's how it is. When your first kid is like, I think I want to move out. And it's like, is it me? Is it me? You know, and it's tough.
And you're not you're not just
don't laugh at me.
Bread.
It's true.
It's true. It's true. Dan Molson's right because and you're not only buying bread and supporting bread, but you're paying more utilities. You're paying the internet. You're paying everything, man. I got 5 here. I got 5 at the house, man.
Yeah, but I think it's different. Like if Mike, sorry, go ahead.
Bills start going up. Yeah, like. One of them's in college, so when college is out, she comes back home and stays, and then
that's different.
Yeah, but
that's different.
It's bittersweet because I know what's going to happen in August. We're going to drop 2, and it's going to get quiet, and I'm going to cry for an hour maybe.
Yeah,
and then
my oldest is married. My second oldest just got his own place. He's moved out. So the youngest girl, she's in college and in and out, and then we got the 16-year-old boy that's, you know, I don't know, he probably won't ever leave, but.
Yeah,
okay, Joe Brad, I got a serious question for you.
All right.
So, okay, moving out of the house is one thing, and then having your kid saying they want to marry a girl is a whole nother thing. How the hell do you deal with that as a dad? Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just like, that's tough. I don't, sorry, now this is becoming Dr. Phil with Dr. Joe Brad here, but I'm dead serious because like moving out of the house is one thing. And then like watching your kids, like I feel old. I'm 40. My oldest is 20 years old. How, like, I'm not ready for this stuff. And like, this is crazy to me. It's like, what?
Well, wait a minute. Getting married is one thing, but are they going to live at your house or are they going to live somewhere else?
Oh, hell no. Here, this is what I told my son. I took my son away the other week. I said, listen, it's one thing to smell the roses, another one to pick it. Right? So, like, smell the roses all you want to. Just don't pluck the flower, you know? Sorry.
Molson dad advice. This should be the Father's Day show.
Something about why pay for the cow?
Yeah, you can't get that milk for free. It comes with a price. See?
I don't know.
Just
I don't know most of that. I just let them do their thing and try to give them some pointers on how not to get divorced and how not to go to jail. I mean, that's all I do.
Yep.
And don't cost me no more money than you already have. So.
Then before you know it, it's going to be a baby. You know what? That's going to happen.
I was going to say, typical weekend safety brief. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population.
Jason,
don't end up in hospital, the morgue, or jail. You know. You're good.
I have a midlife crisis soon, guys. I'm telling you that one. I should have waited till I was a little bit older to have kids because now I'm going to have my midlife crisis, kids moving out of the house, and a wedding to plan at the same time. It's going to be horrible.
And midlife crisis costs money, just like the wedding. You know that, or actually probably more, maybe. Those midlife crisis cost money.
That's why.
Anyway, whatever.
You're going to end up buying a brand new ham radio rig.
You better start coming back on the show more often, man. Get your mind off things.
Hey, Pam, can I buy a new radio? No.
Tell her to buy her a brand new bread maker.
Yeah, do you need a new bread maker?
Yeah.
What do you need?
It does. Tell her
Nothing.
it does. Tell her it
She needs
does
a new
Wi-Fi.
car.
It's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth app with it.
Hey, do you want a new car? No, shit. She's complaining about her car.
Wait a minute. Why'd you up the ante like that? You don't go from bread maker to car. You go with like jewelry first. You got to do it.
She needs new brakes on her car.
Ring.
Babe, do you need new brakes on your car?
Okay. Tell her you'll take care of that in 2 weeks.
It's just because she knows you're talking with your friends.
That's right.
After the show, hit her up again.
I got to think about something.
She's going to hit him up.
Do your parents need anything?
That's stretching it. That's stretching it.
You told me to shut up.
Ah.
Love you.
Next thing you know, you're going to say, should we put a swimming pool in the backyard?
We have one. She made me.
I have one
You remember that story?
Yep.
vaguely.
Oh yeah.
I know the ice skating rink.
What did I buy when we did the pool? What did we do after that? We went to Dayton, didn't we? Yeah, I think we went to Dayton. That was the cost of admission for Dayton.
Oh, boy.
Oh wow. That was an expensive trip.
Swimming pool, Dayton.
No, because he wanted to go to Dayton, he had to build her a swimming pool.
Oh man, so that's
Put
it
Jody
was
in the chat.
Double, yeah.
double.
She's a shrewd negotiator. She'll get a new car, and Molson gets a Blizzard.
Well,
I want
she
to
needs
flex.
a car.
If she gets a
Pay
new
for
car,
that.
I got to flex.
Where's
She
that boy
needs it.
your,
Oh, there you
your
go.
Blizzard anyway? It's been a while, man.
What? Listen, I'm not saying you're going to get a new car now. I mean, when you get a new car,
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to go flex. Can we negotiate that now? Even if it's in 2 years, can we negotiate that now?
Aurora.
Yes.
So guys, she can easily
There you
turn
go.
this around. When I get the car, you can
We
get
got
the
it
flex. You see how
Oh.
it can get switched around.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful.
You be careful. I'll put you on the live. Don't give me the middle finger.
Bring her in here.
Go read your book.
Oh,
Huh.
Oh, you going
Love
back?
you.
I was
you.
gonna say,
Love
on
you.
that note,
love you doesn't save you.
no.
Relationship advice from Molson.
Mm.
I said, what was the meme I sent you today? I should be hugging my wife more often, but I'd have to wear oven mitts because she's too hot. So, yeah,
Heard
That's
her
a good
laugh.
one.
so that's
I'm
my
gonna use
excuse.
that. I'm gonna use that one. I like that one.
No.
Frank says next episode Molson will sleep on the couch for a week.
Oh, I've done that voluntarily. Well, so I was working in Halifax, if you know where that is, East Coast.
Mhm.
And so I was like, I'm going to rent an Airbnb. Because I took my oldest son, Josh, with me. I brought him to work in Halifax. This was last week, I think. The week before into last week. I got back last Wednesday. And we rented an Airbnb because I was like, you know what? My son deserves his own room, so it'd be easier, cheaper with an Airbnb. Rent it. We show up at like 1 o'clock in the morning because our flight was a late flight. Get in. I take one look at the bed, and I sleep on the couch. I slept on the couch for the whole week. It's like they're those IKEA thin, cheap IKEA beds,
Oh no!
and it was just like no way.
Was the couch
And the
better?
couch was super comfy.
I was saying
super
between a
comfy.
couch and
There you go.
a bale of hay. A bale of hay would have been much more comfortable, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was brutal.
Is your
They
son
should be
going into
liable
the
for
business
that.
Is your son going to go into business with you? You think, or or any other siblings?
I don't know. They all work. Like in the summertime, they all work for me when school's off.
No. But I'm talking. Hey, I want to learn the business. I want to be the new tycoon. When you decide to retire, I want the crown.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
See, I always wish that. Is that how it is for a guy who didn't have that opportunity? I would think it would be great. You know what I'm saying?
If you get along
No,
with
I don't.
family.
I think first of all, usually like a family business, it's the third generation that runs it into the ground. So it'd probably be healthier. The first generation works hard. The second generation sees it and they emulate that, but the third generation don't see the struggle that it took the first two generations, and they just benefit from it. And so typically, that's usually the rundown. But typically, the third generation destroys the family business. The other side of it is, it's not all glory, right?
Yeah.
It's being a business. There's a battle, right? So like, if it's not something they truly want to do, then it's not what they should do. And so if they have a passion for something else, they should do that. It's a lot of work. It's not easy, you know, like, and so like, if like, I know one of my daughters is thinking about going into medicine. My oldest son wants to go into heavy diesel mechanics, and so they should do that, you know, and until they decide otherwise.
All right with that, yeah.
Follow your passion. Absolutely, follow your passion.
Well, that's it. It's the best thing to do. So, I'm more than happy for them with whatever they do. So, we'll see.
I've told my kids already. I said, you're going into college, you're starting over here, and all of a sudden you may do one of these things. Maybe still in the general field, maybe, but all of a sudden you're going to see yourself all of a sudden, because college is going to expand what you don't even know already, and it's going to show you some opportunities. And that's what it's all about. You got to have opportunities. So,
and there's no shame starting one place and moving to another.
Absolutely not. Hey, I think we all did. We all did. I know I did. I put 22 years into one business. I said I had enough. I had enough. Let me go do something else. You know, it just takes. But that leap of faith, is that what it's called? That leap of faith is sometimes can be hard. It's scary. But if you got good people around you, and of course timing is everything, make it. So yeah.
Well, it's the fear of the unknown. I think that's the biggest limiting factor, right? Mm-hmm. The fear of like stability, instability, you know,
instability, right? Correct.
And so, like, you know, if you can resolve that, you should, you know, like, and most of the time, people, it's not even a question of there's anything really on the line. There's nothing really to be jeopardized. It's usually just a question of being scared. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Well, everybody's situation is different, but I hope my kids just follow their passion, and I'm happy to support them in what they do, you know. But it's a tough, it's a weird time, man. It's a weird time when your kids are no longer 3 years old, and they're spreading their own roots. So, yeah.
I know.
Man, what a Debbie Downer! Like, this is crazy. Why are we talking like shit about radio companies?
I need an ice cream right now to get.
Yeah, exactly.
Happy.
Well, mine's coming.
45 in, so
mine's coming.
Molson, have you tried the new Blizzard flavors for the season?
I'm not about change. I'm like,
no.
I'm consistent. I don't change. I go to whatever. If I go to a restaurant and I like a meal, I will eat that same meal every time I go to the restaurant.
You don't even need to see the menu. You don't even need to see what the specials are for the night. Just give me my regular.
I'll tell the waitress, just bring me whatever you decide. I have no idea what's coming.
Well,
I did that in Japan.
My wife and I went for breakfast on Saturday morning together, like at this diner. And the lady comes up. She's like, "You don't need a menu, eh?" I'm like, "I'll just take one because my wife needs one." But I always order the same thing. Always. And so I'm not a creature of change.
I think breakfast is a lot easier. I think we all maybe have 1 to 3 different plates in our head that we can go with, our go-tos. That's it. But when it comes to, there's one. What's your one?
Western omelet.
Yeah.
With hash browns. The hash browns have to have the onions, the grilled onions, and then sometimes white toast, and sometimes I'll order a side of bacon or a side of sausage.
Okay.
No cheese on the omelet.
Yeah. See, I can go with either eggs, a French toast, or pancakes. That's it. But it's in categories, so it all depends. But see, dinners are different because I like to mix up the dinners. I like to mix it up a little bit. Kind of gives a variety, so I don't feel like I'm stuck in some rut. You know. I don't know. As much as I love steak,
there's like,
I can't eat it like 4 times.
There's like 3 things when you order a meal at a restaurant. The first thing is it enough? Like, how much food am I actually getting on my plate? Because, you know, we always think about those like movies or the shows where they have like the posh restaurants and they order a plate and it's like a little, you know, square thing in the middle of the plate. I want a full plate, right? So if I look at a menu and I look at an item, I'm like, am I going to be satisfied with that? And then there always has to be meat, or, you know, and nothing crazy, nothing extravagant or like, you know, exotic. Although I have to say, I enjoy like Indian food, Chinese food, all that stuff. We were on a job site in Halifax, and it's like half the crew for the contractors like all are like Indian, and there's like 14 of them, and I went up to them and I said to the main guy, I said, "Hey, your boss was talking with me, and he said that we voted, and tomorrow is a special day. We're calling it Taste of the Nations, and you guys have to bring butter chicken for the rest of us, so we can experience your food." And so he's like, "Only if you like spicy food." I'm like, "I like spicy food." So the next morning, I went up to him. I said, "I didn't bring a lunch. Did you bring lunch?" He goes, "No." I'm like, "Fuck." Try to get him to bring us some nice Indian food, and he didn't. So,
What's good Indian food? I've never had Indian food. So if you were to bring me to a restaurant and you were to say, "Don, I'm going to order for you," what do you order?
well, you can't go wrong with butter chicken. Butter chicken is good.
All right. You mean chicken? Like, is it grilled? Is it barbecued? Or is it, how are we doing this chicken? Oven baked?
Cam, how do they cook butter chicken? Is it like sauteed, or like how do they cook it? Butter chicken.
And is it gonna come out hot like barbecue potato chips? With
No,
that,
it's a smooth taste.
it's a smooth. Okay.
It's butter.
I don't know how to. Listen, I'm not
Yeah,
Indian.
but
I
you
don't know
could
how to
put-
cook
you
butter
could-
chicken. I just
you-
know how to
you
eat
could-
it.
Somebody could put
Is
some
it
barbecue
barbecue?
potato.
Like what? How the hell you get butter and barbecue in the same thought?
Well, no, because the chicken. It was the chicken.
Southern.
It was the chicken.
Deep fry it in butter and call it barbecue.
Yeah, but I can't eat anything hot. That's why I'm not getting
anything spicy.
spicy. You're okay. Correct.
There you go.
Correct. Spicy. So if they're going to add anything that's going to make my eyes water and my nose run, I'm in trouble. I don't want to be that embarrassment.
Butter chicken's
at the
usually
table.
not that bad.
All right.
What the heck?
$9.
$9.
$9.
How much does it cost for a blizzard for you guys? $9.
I don't think blizzards are $9 over here in Connecticut.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know. I think they're $4.50, $5.
I don't know. You see the size cup he got. I mean, that tells you
What do you get? Like the large?
he's got a big gulp.
See, they got that strawberry cheesecake flavor. I like that. I tried that. I tried that last month. That was pretty good. It was different. I liked it. Carlos, good evening, brother. Take care. Be safe.
All right.
Well, boys, I'll log off, let you guys do the outro, and I'm going to enjoy my DQ Blizzard while I watch you guys.
It was good to see you and
Thank you
see
for
you
coming
get
on.
that DQ Blizzard before the show was in.
Yeah.
I good to see you too. Sorry we talked about everything else besides for ham radio.
Okay, man. Here's that point of life, dude. It's understandable.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm loving these AI videos online. They're hilarious. You guys watch them?
Oh,
Yes.
Some
Various
of them are
ones.
scary. Yeah.
You got the babies. You got the babies talking like adults.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, no, those.
You
are
got
good.
the guy. You know what I like, and I want to do this for Clubhouse. If somebody can do this for us, unless we can do it ourselves, I want to be able to walk. I want to like I'm walking down the street, and there's that big muscle bound Izzo with something behind me that's just as badass. I love those. I think those are great.
Izzo, be
Yeah.
careful what you ask for.
Why?
You know who's in our
We'll get
chat.
right on.
They're
right,
going to
boys.
give you the exact opposite.
73 guys.
Bye, Molson. Be
73.
safe.
See ya.
So a large blizzard at 1370 Boston Post Road is $6.59.
$7. He's
$7.
paying $9. See, and he's paying $9.
And that's the one down the street from you, Izzo. course, what are the taxes on it? Never mind.
Oh, but still, why is he paying almost $10 for a Blizzard? That's crazy.
Because it's Canada.
That's Canada. Oh.
They've always paid more, compared to.
It's ice cream.
Yeah.
Ice cream comes from cows, and they have cows up there. It's very simple.
Yeah, but he goes in the wrong end of the cow to get it.
Yeah, he's got to arm the thing to get it.
That's your payback for the hair. See, you should have said that.
All right, let's see what a blizzard is down here by me.
See, Steve, I'm gonna stop in. Tomorrow.
$7.19 here
for a large.
For the large, I'm about 50 cents more.
I didn't think they're that expensive. Because normally I get my medium vanilla cone.
Mm-hmm.
It's $4.51. I throw the $5 bill. The tip goes into the tip jar, or the balance goes into the tip jar. Whatever.
There you go.
Just throw them a $5, which is probably expensive for a medium-sized vanilla cone when you think about it.
Yeah.
But it's also $20.25.
That's why I like going to the Wendy's. You get that little keychain. You get them little miniature Frosties for free for the rest of the year.
But now, see, Joe, the Wendy's around here are just like the frickin' McDonald's. The damn Frosty machine's never working.
Oh.
But they'll sell you the keychain. They'll sell you the damn keychain. But they're like, we don't have that flavor. Sorry.
What's this keychain thing that I'm not aware of? Talk to me about this. What's this opportunity for me?
Opportunity to make you even more of a fat boy for the Fat Boy Radio Club.
No, seriously, what's this keychain thing? Is that just a nickname for it?
You buy this little keychain, and it looks like a little Frosty.
Yeah.
So I think it's a different color cup every year or whatever. But anyway, and you'll get a free it's a mini size.
It's a shot glass. It's a shot glass size.
So do I got to show it like when I go up to the window to pay for it, or do I say I?
And if you do right, even after the new year starts and your keychain's expired, you just hold it from a distance as you're walking up, and they'll be like, all right, and they'll fix it because they can't see that far.
Do they limit you one per visit per day?
I don't know. I ain't never tried to get more than one, fat ass.
I was going to say, if you got more than one Wendy's around, just hit up the different stores.
Sorry, Izzo. I'm just
because we got one near where I work, and I can hit one. Well, it's out of the way, but I mean, for a Frosty, nothing is really going out of the way for a Frosty.
But the problem with it is you'll be finished with the Frosty before you get out of the parking lot.
Yeah,
that's that
true.
Small.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. And then you're going to want a bigger one. Yeah.
Yep. So, all right. Hour and 53 minutes, and I see a bunch of people saying pillows are calling their name. So, we want to wrap this thing up.
I'm done. If Joe Brett's done, sure.
All right. Joe, what you got coming up?
Man, I ain't got nothing coming up, but another week we're looking for this ATOS in Alabama, man.
Find me a section of Roan 25 while you're there.
Yeah. I'll probably find it. 45, maybe.
Yeah, but I got 2 sections of 25 already, so one more will put me at 30 feet.
Well, come on down the house. I'll give you a couple sticks.
Okay. Hell, I'm bringing the truck out to Huntsville, so.
Sure, I got like 70 feet laying on the ground behind the house.
Damn. All right, we may have to talk. Strap that shit to the Tahoe. Let's see. Izzo, what's going on?
I got nothing. I think I'm having a hot flash, or I'm getting real hot next to this Mr. Buddy heater and these thermal underwear that I'm wearing. So I don't know what's going on with me, but I could sure as hell use a Frosty right now. So let's get this thing, pull the plug.
Yep. Well, it's 77 degrees here, so feel free to come on south.
Wish I could.
Yeah, I'll get a couple of videos done here soon. Hopefully, maybe, probably not. Looks like I might have more travel coming from the talks from the meetings today, which will suck because it'll probably be another Japan trip, and they won't give me 60 days notice.
Get that reciprocal. You got to get that reciprocal. Just get a Japanese license. Period. Can you do that?
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You get a Japanese
Yeah.
license.
There you go. There you go.
So we'll see. But other than that, same stuff. I'll be here next Tuesday. So you guys got nothing else? Wave at the camera. I'll play that outro.
Pull the plug. 7-3, everybody. Be
7-3.
safe.
Bye. We'll find you in Alabama. Just wait.
Things to do tomorrow. I got to go to the wig store and get Joe Brett a wig.